Hey guys, welcome to Taryn Hill. Welcome to the place where we empower the high vibers. Hope all is well. Welcome to your full moon in Sag reading. It'll be a collective reading, and then the second half will be the signs. Okay, if you want to go to the timestamps and skip to yours, it's up to you. Ain't nobody pressuring you. You do what you gotta do for you. Okay? All right, let's go. Come to you, humble God. Thanking you for your divine guidance, providing messages of divine light, divine love, in accordance with the divine will. What is it that we need to know for the full moon? All right, so we have the Eye of the Needle, intentionality coming through. Why is this giving dinosaur energy? I've seen this card so many times and I'm getting dinosaur. What the hell is a dinosaur? Okay. I'm getting very ancient, rooted, family roots, ancestral roots. That's what I'm getting here, okay? We do have root girl, that is own self coming through, which is typically about shadow work. All right, but it's something about like, this is bigger than just your own shadow work. It feels like ancestral shadow work. All right, we getting deep. Of course we are. It wouldn't be me if I wasn't getting deep, right? Here we are with the Watchers, which is definitely a clear sign of the ancestors. Being nearby, showing themselves in specific ways, however you're used to them showing up. If you're not used to them showing up, you might see feathers, things like that. Butterflies, things like that might be, what else? Okay, grasshopper, praying mantis. Okay, things like that. All right, got it. Praying mantis. All right. But yeah, I'm getting here that there is an energy of like ancestors coming closer to us, all right, to show themselves or just show support. We'll get into more of this as to why. And I'm not like, I gotta look into why it's so much fire. Oh, well, it's the full moon is Sag. Oh, here we are with the water to cool it down. All right, so it might be okay, let's keep pulling. Let's keep pulling. Okay. Yep. All right. So it seems like we might have been running too hot, okay? Running too hot and we're going to get cooled off. Running too hot meaning this, like maybe we got too focused in the 3D and it's time to kind of pull back and see the bigger picture, pull back and see things from the divine perspective here. All right. It's like we're getting reminders of spirit moving at all times, even in the mundane, everyday, day to day. It's like nothing seems to be going on when you're like driving to the store or something like that. But even in those moments, spirit is alive, and it seems like we're going to get some reminders about that. And it helps us to not cause any anxiety or anything like that. Is here to cause us to bring tranquility and peace in these moments. If you felt like you were on a go energy, or you might start to feel like that, it might feel like a seesaw going from go to slow down. Okay, bars, you feel me? But I'm getting something like that there. In the middle, we have falling angel, spiritual narcolepsy coming through. Yes, I'm feeling like this is an energy of kind of losing sight of your spiritual world, okay? So you might be led to balance out. If you're busy and you can't slow things down, fine. I don't think anyone's asking you to here. It's just saying finding those moments to have your spiritual practices or whatever the case is, even if it's just taking a deep breath. Doesn't have to be a spiritual thing, but it's something for you to get in touch with your spirit in some type of way, some way for you to become more present in the moment. So even if let's say you're busy at work, you will have a lunchtime, right? Or you do have to take a bathroom break. Even in those bathroom breaks, be very present in that bathroom, right? Be very present in the bathroom. Don't sit here and be on the toilet thinking about, oh my God, I have this thing to do for work and this is what I need to say for this person at this meeting. Take some time, take moments, steal these 1 or 2 minutes out of your day to just reset and remind yourself there's a bigger picture here. I do not have to get caught up in the maybe some chaos of my day. So that's what I'm getting here, okay? I am getting, so with the overflow, overwhelm, and plenty, yeah. It seems as if the earthly plane has gotten a little bit too overwhelming, or it's been too much energy going on there, and it's making us lose sight as a collective. It seems so much chaos is making us lose sight of the bigger picture as a collective. That is interesting. Cosmic womb, the divine feminine. This is a divine energy coming in like, hey guys, remember, save the earth, save the planet. These are things that are important. This is what we're here for. All right, I'm gonna pull 3 more, and then we'll get into the tarot. Oh, covenant, sacred contract. Some of you guys, this is about remembering what, I don't want to say something as like, as dramatic as your mission, right? But it's something like that. Some of you guys, you have a goal, or you had some type of thing that you felt convicted to do spiritually, and maybe you fell off, right? You got overwhelmed and you fell off from that, and now your ancestors are coming through. It's like they're kind of cheering you on from the stands. You were running the race, you kind of fell asleep on the track, okay? You fell asleep at the wheel here, and it's the ancestors stepping in like, hey, wake up, remember, we got to do this thing. Heart, home, compassion coming through. It's this reminder of what's really important here. I feel like this is just the energy of getting caught in the weeds about something. Getting caught in the weeds of the details, and forgetting like, hey, I forgot the universe got my back. I forgot all I have to do is pray and ask and they'll deliver. Holy crap. I just put all this pressure on myself to do this and that. You know, that's the energy I'm getting. All right, so we have the first breath, beginner's mind. So it leads into a new beginning. It's like the beginning. I feel like the beginning already started. There was a rebirth that already kind of happened. And then it feels like a sleep. You kind of got reborn and then fell asleep as soon as you came out the cooch. You were birthed and then you fell asleep immediately. You know what I mean? When you were supposed to take your first breath and start crawling, you didn't take your first breath and start crawling. You just kind of fell asleep right there on the bed. Or on the doctor's table, whatever. Okay, you get what I'm saying. That was weird. Why did I say that? All right. We have feast of plenty, choices and their consequences. We have stranger, curiosity coming through. All right, so this is a new element that's coming through. This is pretty exciting. I feel like as you're stepping away from, what is this? This is like an old version of yourself. You're stepping into a new one. I feel like there's an outside element that's playing a role here. There's something that's waiting for you outside of this. Like when you wake up, you open your eyes and you see something. There's a new element. There's a new element. Okay. Let's pull the layers back here. I want to keep this out. The stranger. With the number 8, maybe you are becoming the stranger in your own life. Maybe you, when you wake up, you're going to have different tastes and different things, different habits, and it's going to look weird to you. And I say that because of the 8. The 8 is very transformative. It's a very transformative energy. You might look weird to yourself. Like, who am I? What am I doing? This is what I like now. This is what I do now. This is my life now. All right. All right, what was the previous moon energy for the collective? And then we'll get into the sign readings. So the collective moon energy, I forgot what sign it was in. It was the Ace of Wands in reverse. See, there was some type of goal or something that we were going towards as a collective, whether it was a relationship or going toward a career pursuit, getting that new apartment, whatever the case is. It seems like, I don't know, either it didn't work out or we all kind of got distracted or fell asleep at the wheel in pursuit of this goal. It's like we took a side quest. We might have, okay. It seems like collectively we got distracted and took on a side quest. But it was for a reason. You were okay. All right. All right, so I'm not going to dwell too much on this because this is a past energy, but it seems like in the past, there was something that you were holding on too tightly to, and so you had like a side quest come in to distract. That's what I'm getting here, okay? With that Four of Pentacles coming through in reverse with the Ace of Wands in reverse, I'm feeling like you were led to let go of this path. It was something that was passionate for you, but I feel like it was so much fire, you got overwhelmed. Back to that card of being overwhelmed and losing sight of the real purpose. Okay, you got overwhelmed and you lost sight of the purpose. You started off with great intentions for whatever this is, but then it's like your shadow started getting in the way, and then you started thinking, oh my God, I have to do all this on my own, and you forgot that, hey, the divine gave you this idea, trust it, but it seems like you fell asleep. You started sleeping on spirit, okay? That's what it looked like there. All right. So what's the current energy for this current moon cycle? All right. Ooh, what? Now we have the Ace of Cups coming out. What the hell? Okay. So we have the Ace of Cups coming through. This is coming through for this, the current moon energy. So this is that stranger spirit coming through. It's like you took a side quest, but it needed to happen because you were getting too crazy with whatever this pursuit was. And it made you lose sight, and it does feel like you fell off, but it was actually all divinely orchestrated. And now you're going to wake back up to this. Whatever this Ace of Cups stranger energy is, this could be self-love, a new level of self-love for yourself. It could be an outside love. All right, some of you guys, it definitely is. It's like waking up to a totally new reality, it feels. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune coming through. In reverse here, what else? We have the Three of Cups. Okay, see, it's giving people, okay? It's giving people. It's giving people. Go on in and I guess socialize, because I'm getting here that there might be some important people or an important person among a group of people that you're running into. All right. Why is that Wheel of Fortune there in reverse? What's up with that Wheel of Fortune in reverse there? Ace of Swords. It's realizing why you have to take the side quest. The side quest was important. It prepared you for this Ace of Cups, Three of Cups energy. This can be soul tribe energy. It can be soulmate energy, whatever the case is. It's people that's cut from the same cloth as you, though. And things just feel different. It's going to feel different. Okay. Look, you take what applies. If it don't apply, let it fly. You know what I'm saying? If this cycle ends and this didn't apply to you, my bad. Okay. But this is applying to certain people where it feels like someone took. So if this is how you can see if this is for you. There was once upon a time, you had this thing that you were really focused on. You held on too tight to it, you got overwhelmed, and you just let it go. You might have felt less like yourself as a result. You might have felt like you lost yourself as a result. I also feel like there was some shadow work being done, meaning that certain old habits, negative habits that are no longer serving you, they started coming up to the forefront. It was part of the reason why you were gripping so hard onto this Ace of Wands, goal, person, path, whatever. That's starting to be highlighted like, oh, I had a death grip on that thing. I need to work on that and have more faith in the universe, okay? All right. So if that makes sense, if you've already been through that, then this is the next step here, that you wake back up. You wake back up to a new, I keep wanting to say a new reality or whatever, but it's like it just feels different. Like now you get a second chance. That's what it feels like. Like you were born and then you was like, all right, wait, I'm not ready to live yet. And then you wake up and you're like, all right, I'm ready to live now, you know? So it's like a second rebirth. All right. Can you give me more for this energy? All right. We have the Tower Coming out sideways there. Kind of came out in reverse. We have the moon and the 7 of swords. Golly, let's see what's going on here. Yeah, okay, no. All right. So it's still some energy of like noticing how you're, the choices that you're making, especially with the people around you, the choices that you're making with the people around you, the choices that are leading to certain type of experiences that you don't want to have, but it has to do with why you're keeping certain people around or why you're choosing certain types of people. It's something like that. Why are you choosing the people that you have around you? Are they serving you? There's a cycle of this, it seems, that's coming up, and it's going to be a major epiphany as to why you're choosing specific people, how it has fed your ego, and how it has kept you asleep. Okay. It seems like you were once blind to that. Okay. We have the Page of Wands. Oh, Lord. Page of Wands in reverse, Knight of Wands in reverse, and the King of Cups. And that's clarifying the 7 of Swords. Now, you know the 7 of Swords is some Decepticon energy. Coming out with that 3 of Cups and the King of Cups. It's like, all right, so these are your patterns in love. Love and friendships, okay? Romantic love, platonic love, family, all that. But I'm getting more so people who you were not born into, you know, the group of people that you were not born into. So more so romantic and friendships. Why did you choose these people to come in and to stay there? That's being highlighted there. So there's a lesson in love coming up, and there might be someone coming in who's so totally different from your past, from your type, okay? And it's highlighting like, oh, I never tried this type before. Why haven't I? Okay, it's because usually I choose this type. Well, shit, why was I choosing that? You know, and that's what I'm getting here, okay? It doesn't necessarily mean that this is going to be a love story, to be honest. That does not mean that for this. I'm not completely getting that. Yeah, I'm not completely getting that, but what I'm getting is that it's a lesson, like someone just coming in. It could just be a quick fleeting moment where they show you a new way. They show you a new way to love, or show you what type of love is out there outside of the experiences that you're used to having, which were not the best, it seems, okay? So you're upgrading. Ultimately, you're going to start upgrading your standards in who you want to have around you and your energy. You're finally seeing the truth of how the people you chose held you back. Okay, boom. That was it right there. It took a while, but we got there. All right. How the people around you held you back, and why did you choose them in the first place? All right. All right. What's the next steps here? What's the next steps for us? Oh, the Sun card. Some of you guys are going to just go AWOL, just like, you know what, everybody, I'm good. I'm chilling by myself with the Sun card coming through here. All right, I am getting that energy of almost hermiting. It's almost some type of hermiting here. And just really getting to know yourself, what you like again. You know, so it feels like, yeah, it's like a new you emerging now. And you know, death and rebirths is just, it never stops. It's a never ending cycle. It just keeps going, right? So it seems like this is one of them. But it's like a rebirth within a rebirth. It's on some Inception shit. It's weird. So we have the sun card coming through with the Page of Cups upright. So you're taking I feel like you're taking on new hobbies. So you're eliminating, this is what I'm getting. I feel like people in your circle, you're going to want to eliminate them. I don't think you're going to feel bad about it, because you're going to realize how they weren't serving you and why you were attaching yourself to these people in the first place, and you're realizing it's kind of bullshit. So then it leads to you feeling good about yourself. Look at this with the Sun card coming through, the Devil card in reverse. So you're releasing it. You're like, oh, this was toxic as hell. I'm no longer choosing based on this stance, this emotional stance that I had. I'm no longer inviting this level of toxicity into my life, whether it's friendships or lovers. I'm not doing this just so I could be so I don't have to be alone, or whatever the case is, because there's some type of reason why you're attaching yourself to these types of characters, okay? or why you're attracted to them. All right. So then we have the Page of Cups. It's taking baby steps in this new direction with this new mindset of I'm going to be a better me and I'm going to have better people around me. All right. And look at this. Boom, baby, Empress. That's what it leads to. So it leads to this, finally, this blooming, this blossoming, finally, this rebirth for real. Okay. What's the blockage? Okay, we have the Two of Cups. Okay. All right, yes. So what with this Six of Swords coming through here in reverse, it does feel like you might have had a hard time separating yourself from certain people. It could be one person. Some of you guys, it might be one person. Some of you guys, it might be a group of people. It could be family. But again, it feels more like friendship, romance, you know, those types of people, the people that you actually choose, you know. But it feels like it's a little bit hard to like kind of get rid of them, you know, like not get rid of them, but get them out of your energy, get them out your system, you know, that type of thing. Anyway, so with this Two of Cups, it's that's coming out as a blockage, because even though it was some level of toxicity, it was still some level of a soulmate. It was just one of these Decepticon soulmates that wasn't really the best for you, okay? There's also this thing that's coming up as to what in you was resonating with them. Because we're not going to completely villainize these people, because part of you was that too, okay? So that's a little bit of a, maybe a tough pill to swallow, whatever the case is. But you do swallow it. And you're like, well, I'm not going to be that anymore then. How about that? All right, well, I'm going to release all that shit then. Yeah, there was a part of me that that kind of like this toxic dynamic here. If I'm really honest with myself, because it seems like that was kind of hidden. You might have looked at the world. Okay. There's some type of illusion here, or there was some type of illusion that you're going to come out of in this cycle, where you might have looked at the types of people that you attracted, and you were like, why do I keep attracting these types? Or why do people keep treating me this way? And you weren't realizing that you were kind of that. You were an energetic match for it. So you had some of that toxicity. Your toxicity matched their toxicity, right? Like you guys had the same brand of it, if that makes sense, right? We all have different brands of toxicity. So you was just meeting your match on a lower level. That's all it was. So you realize that, and you're like, oh, they're a reflection of me and my toxicity? Well, let me work on my goddamn toxicity then. Hold up. You know, and that's what I'm getting here. And then you start looking at everybody else who's not trying to grow out of it, and I think it gets harder. It doesn't get harder. It doesn't get harder, but it does. It becomes. It gets harder to ignore the truth. That's what's happening. It gets harder to ignore the truth, and you do have to face it head on, like, okay, I didn't want to admit that this was toxic, or I didn't want to admit that I had this toxic trait, and this is why I was keeping this person or these people around. Now I have to face the truth. This is my toxic trait, and this is what led to these experiences. So now I got to let it go, and that's exactly what's happening. And at least it's beautiful evolution, okay? It does feel like, you know, as a collective, we all kind of got lost in the sauce for a little bit here. All right. Anyway, but it's still that reflection of, damn, but they was kind of a soulmate though, right? Yeah, they were, but it was, you know, what part of your soul did they resonate with? It seems like you were connected with people who are resonating with more of the broken parts of your soul rather than the higher level parts of you. Okay, so now it's, how do I start connecting with people who resonate and pull from my higher self, who allows me to blossom in my higher vibration, as opposed to who is enabling my toxicity, right? You were around people who are enabling your toxicity, and vice versa. And now that chapter is about to be donezo, okay? So clap it up. Kudos to you. Okay. All right. What are we feeling to see? We have the King of Swords coming through in reverse. What's this? Coming out sideways. 6 of Wands. All right. There's going to be a little bit, because this evolution comes out like as a near future. It depends on how quickly you move through this energy, but it does seem like there's a little bit of a tug of war that happens there, where you're like, I'm not toxic, they were toxic, they did this to me, right? And then I feel like that doesn't last for that long. You know, you come to this truth, like, okay, essentially my choices have been holding me back, and the people around me, I have to be more intentional about the people around me now. That 6 of Wands coming through with the 2 of Wands here. I do feel like it's trying to find a way to get these people out of your system. It feels like more of a planning, like, how do I phase myself out slowly without having to, or whatever. That's weird. But that's what I'm getting here, okay? It's like, how do I even, if this is a 2 of Cups energy and there is a connection here, how do I get them out now? I connected with the wrong soulmates? Well, now what do I do? You know, so some of you guys, if you're in relationships with these people, that's obviously way more complicated. And so that might take a bit longer for you to go through this energy. Whatever the case is, take your time, do what you need to do. Don't rush yourself, but hurry up, right? But because this beautiful energy is on horizon here. This is the end result. Some of you guys, yeah, it's just, this might not end with this cycle is what I'm saying. This moment, this tug of war, this, how do I get them out of my system? If you have lovers, right? And it's just like, oh my God, but they're so good. How do I get them out of my system? Right. Shit like that. All right. If this is a career, it's like, okay, damn, I got to start looking for other jobs, you know, shit like that and things like that. This is not going to be a hard stop. That's what I'm getting ultimately. It doesn't seem, some of you guys, it can be. Some of you guys, because I'm seeing the swords, it can be like a swoop. Like, all right, you know, I'm out. Some of you guys, it might be a little bit more complex, right? And yeah, all right. Anyway, what's the advice? Death card coming out with the 2 of Pentacles. All right, no dilly-dallying. Yeah, the 8 of Wands. Some of you're being led, or we're being led as a collective to just rip the Band-Aid off, to be honest. Rip the Band-Aid off. Look, man, I love you, but we're toxic for each other. And I realize this. And so I'm just going to do what's best for both of us. If you don't agree, I get it. So I'm going to just say I'm doing what's best for me. But we can't keep doing this to each other anymore. And just leave it at that, right? It doesn't have to be some elaborate plan, because that's what I'm getting here. How do I let them down without them noticing? How do I back away without them noticing? And it does seem like someone starts to scheme, and it just leads to analysis paralysis here. So don't get caught up in that trap. Okay, that's what you're feeling to see here, that planning can become a trap. You are being led to just rip the Band-Aid off and just do your thing. All right, take some time away. If this is work, then just go on and put in that PTO for next week, right? Just get it done. Get it done. All right. There's no easy way to do this, because you're tied up. We are tied up with soulmates that are not the best for us. And now that we have this realization of the foundation of our connection, it's like, whoa, our foundation of the connection was based on toxicity. Fuck, okay, we went wrong with this one. We got to try something else, you know. Breakups happen every day, babe. Because the alternative is that because the foundation is based on toxicity, you're just going to keep enabling each other to be toxic, and you'll never find this level of growth that's beckoning you. Okay, this is what's next. This is what's beckoning you. This Empress energy with the Sun card, and again, what I see coming through with that is a brand new you coming through. So that stranger. Who are you without these people around you? Who are you without this relationship? If this is a relationship, who are you without these friends? You might find that you have more of a purer sense of self, like a lighter sense of self. It's something about your hobbies that you'll pick up as a result of leaving them behind, or this person behind. It's so interesting. I'm definitely seeing hobbies. These hobbies are going to be kind of new to you, and it is going to throw you off like, oh, I didn't think I would be into that. But it's because you were around people who wouldn't be into that. So it just wasn't even a possibility. Not to say that they were... you were heavily influenced by them, but it is a matter of an energetic exchange, and we cannot underestimate the power of the people and the energy that they carry, and what they're bringing to our lives as a result of the energy that they carry. So you can be strong and still stand on your own 2 feet, but we are all energy, and energies are merging. So the people that you're morphing with, you guys are becoming each other, slowly but surely. So that's what's on the line. Okay. So think of that moving forward, and allow that to be your springboard to try something new, to kind of shake this off. Distance yourself however you need to. Okay. But ultimately, we do have the Two of Pentacles coming out in a verse, and a Death card in a verse. Again, I don't see that this is a quick process. Take your time. It's okay. All right. This is actually kind of tough. It's kind of tough. But reminder, Seven of Swords energy, that's what this is. So it is not the best for you. Okay. The Seven of Swords with the Three of Cups, this is a social circle energy that is not healthy for you. All right. So don't sleep on that. Be proactive and be intentional, but also no need to put that pressure on yourself. All right. I don't know why I felt the need to say that. Maybe some of you guys are going to start feeling that pressure. You're probably going to start feeling weird around them. But anyway, this feels like stagnation as a result, because it's like, I don't know how to close this out. All right. I mean, I would say what's the overall advice, but I mean, that was advice. Like, don't get caught up in the stagnation. Just kind of rip the Band-Aid off, okay? So that's ultimately the advice. So that's it. We're going to move on into the signs. But overall, in a nutshell, this is the beginning of the process of undoing some soul ties that were not serving you. They've probably been in your life for a while, but you're realizing what the basis of your connection was. And as you're growing out of your old self, you're growing out of these connections as well. And you're all, you're growing out of these connections as well, as you're growing out of your old ways, some ways that were kind of toxic and wasn't best for you. So congratulations to all of you guys who are taking the steps, who are realizing, hey, I need to be better. I need to have better people around me. And also a shout out to you for actually realizing the power of the energy of people around you. I think some people like to be stubborn, like, hey, like, nobody can affect me. But it's like, yeah, you can. We are all affected by each other. All the content that we consume, that is energy that we're consuming. The food that we eat, that's energy we're consuming. And the conversations that we have, that energy is consuming. Yes, okay. Before I go forward with the signs, conversations, that's what came up, and I forgot to say it. Conversations. That's going to be a clear sign of who's the toxic ones in your life. What type of conversations are you guys having? All right. What kind of words are they speaking into your life? That is the conversations that you need to have. Are you picking up on their lingo, and their lingo has some words in it that's like kind of heavy? Things like that. It's something about the words and the conversations with certain friends that you need to kind of set that barrier, that boundary there. Okay. All right. It's up to you how you need to handle that, whether it's a complete cutoff or just distancing yourself from them. But you can't really tell a grown person, hey, stop talking about this, right? I mean, you can, but they don't have to listen. So you would have to, ultimately, you're responsible for your own energy. And yeah, so if they sitting there badgering or talking, being super negative, and you're just like listening to it, they're dumping on you, or y'all both have jokes of you know, about a certain type of negative behavior or whatever, like enabling, because it doesn't feel that heavy. It feels like you guys are both kind of in sync in that way. Either way, okay, I'm getting caught in the weeds. Conversations, the people that you're not having the best conversations with, that is affecting, those conversations are affecting you more than you think, okay, and it's holding you back. And those are the signs of the people whose energy needs to be put, you need to put a buffer between you and their energies. The types of things that your friends talk about or your lovers talk about is a sign of where they're at energetically. So allow that to be your compass as to, okay, if they talk about this a lot, that's what they're inviting into my life. Oh, so I don't want that. Oh, this person talks about this a lot. I like talking about that. I want that in my life. So I'm going to bring them closer. All right. So that's the energy there. That's a great barometer as to who needs to be closer and who needs to go further. Put more distance. All right, cool. All right. So we're going to go into the signs. But I want to make sure I timestamp it. I'm not trying to like rewatch it just to timestamp because it's crazy. But I also need a pen. Bear with me. Gee, okay. All right. We're starting off with earth signs. And what is this? 37, 20. Lego. Hey, Capricorns. All right, let's see what's going on for the Capricorns for the full moon. Hope all is well with you. Cap gang gang. You feel me? All right, what's going on with the Capricorns? What do they need to know for this full moon in Sag? Thank you. What we got? Empress, boom. Queen of Wands, boom. Both coming out in a verse here. Why you not standing? You're not standing on business, baby. You're not standing on business, and you don't like it. You're not liking it. You're betraying yourself. That's what's happening. All right, Capricorns, listen. Well, ain't nothing more to say. Ain't nothing more to say. You're not standing on business. You need to stand on business so you can feel better. Right now, you're not standing. The fact that you're not standing on it is making you feel. It's not making you feel good. I feel like it might become more guilt or shame, or you might feel like an overall sense of like heaviness, and it's because of some way that you're not honoring yourself. Okay, there might be some situation where you need to speak up about your needs and desires, or whatever the case is, or some way that you need to honor your desires, whether it's with a person where you have to speak up with them, or it's something that you need to do. Whatever the case is, stand on business, and this will go away. It'll be replaced by the Sun card. All right, the Sun card was right here under that feeling of shame and guilt and maybe sadness here, all right? With the Ten of Wands, I'm feeling like there's a burden that you need to release, but with the Eight of Cups here, it feels like you're not trying to walk away from it for some reason. Is it giving a promise of a happiness, of a happy new beginning with the Ten of Cups? It seems like Something in you, yeah, this might be a love thing. All right, so just keep that in mind. If there's a love thing and you're holding on, waiting for them to actually give you the happiness that you want, you know that you're not honoring your desires by waiting. All right, so just honor yourself, let this go. If it's not love, whatever it is, stand on business is the name of the game, Caps. All right, cool. And that is it. Taurus. What is going on with the Taurus? Oh, 39.50. What's up with Taurus? Oh, that's cute. We have a little Page of Cups, flirty thing going on here. What you flirting? What are you flirting with, huh? All right, so we have the Page of Cups coming out with the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like someone's like just feeling happy to be around someone. Like just happy to have an interaction. It's giving cute, flirty banter. It's like, I'm so happy to see you. I'm happy to have this moment with you. It's like reuniting with the old friend type of energy, and you guys are catching up and just having drinks. That's what it feels like here. I don't know if there's someone is wanting this or this is on the horizon if you're planning for it. We have that Queen of Swords coming through with the Page of Swords. There just seems like it's a lot of layers with whatever this connection is. I don't feel like someone is going to be completely honest about this, about what their desires are when it comes to this situation. But it almost feels like a reconciliation, and someone doesn't want it to, because someone doesn't want this connection to end. Someone might not be, okay, this is a little tricky. All right, with the 9 of Pentacles coming through and the 3 of Swords, someone might, ultimately, this is what it's feeling like. It feels like an ex is coming back. They're still in a relationship, but they don't want to leave you alone. But so they're just like, hey, let's just go out for drinks. I just want to be in your energy type shit. I miss you. I don't like the feeling of missing you. I don't like the feeling of you out of my energy. I need you here. Please, can we at least be friends? Can we at least be friends? You know, that's the energy there. But even though it feels like they have way more, they want to do more, but all they can offer is friendships because they're in a relationship or something. That's what it feels like there. Oh, that's a weird little layered situation, a little complex. All right, sorry. So have some drinks, have some fun, I guess. All right, Virgos. What's up with the Virgos? What's overall energy for the Virgos for the full moon? Ooh, 40-11. Virgos for the full moon in Sag. All right, we have the 7 of Wands with the 3 of Pentacles. I feel like someone is like really trying to prove their worth is what I'm getting here. It's like, why can't you see me? Someone wants to be seen. They're not feeling seen for some reason. Why can't you see me for all that I am with the Queen of Wands? It's like, you can't see me. You can't see me knocking. You can't hear me knocking here. You can't see me shining. Like, what? Are you blind? Like, what's up? You know, that's the energy that I'm getting here. I feel like someone who feels like an outcast in a situation, like everyone's back is turned towards them and they're vying for someone's attention. This could be a group situation. It could be a work situation, yes, but it also could be a relationship where someone feels shut out and they're like, hey, I'm here. Like, I'm here ready to love on you, baby. Or I'm here ready to do the work. You know, whatever the case is, whether it's in a work form or romantic form here. But they're not, simply just not being seen. 2 of Wands. High Priestess. And the Empress. Listen, if you feel like you're being shut out of a situation, okay. I got a word for you, baby. Rejection was your protection. Tower. Okay, rejection was your protection here. Listen, let me tell you something. If you were in a situation where they didn't see your worth, you applied for a job and they didn't hire you, for example, or you were trying to get someone's attention romantically and they didn't see your worth, they were sleeping on you. It seems like somebody was being slept on and being ignored, not realizing that This is a high priestess, empress energy, but it's something about this rejection that forces you to actually go into this more independent mode. It forces you to actually level up where you cannot be ignored any longer. And that's going to be a tower for someone. The people who ignored you, or the person that ignored you, they're going to get to a point where they cannot ignore this anymore. Like, oh, you are that one. You are that one. Okay, Virgo? So keep working. It's something that you're not meant to be a part of this crowd, ultimately, all right? Or this person. You're meant to, this is supposed to get you angry enough to manifest something even bigger, better, and then an even bigger and better and stronger version of yourself, a more independent version of yourself. Like you think you're attractive now? Shit. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say there. So rejection was your protection, baby. It was actually a blessing. Okay, bars. All right, who's next? Aries. All right. 45, 22. All right, what's going on with Aries? I'm getting this need to stretch more, Aries. Something about the body. Get into your body. Get some yoga going on. I'm not getting like heavy exercise needed, but just some stretching. It's not necessarily for the act of stretching. It's a spiritual, it's something spiritual about it. You need to release some tension. Stretching is going to help with that. Maybe it's like I want to say it's like, it's the type of tension that's released from that you would see in like those chiropractic videos, right? Like that's what I'm getting. Like you need to stretch, and it's going to have that level of release in your body that you've been holding on to for so long. Yeah, I feel like you've been on a go so long. Knight of Swords coming through. You've been working to try and build yourself into this, whatever it is that you're trying to build yourself into, be the boss. You feel me? You're trying to be the boss out here, and you're working on it. You're getting there. It is happening, but you do have to take some time out. It seems like it's actually playing a toll. It is playing a toll on your body, the stress here, all right? You're going to have to do something with your body here. Dance. That's good too. Yeah, with the Four of Swords, you need to rest. You need to rest. This is a spiritual exhaustion that's showing up in your body. If you're feeling like cramps, I'm getting stuff like that. Like your body might start feeling cramps or Charlie horses, things like that. Just weird shit that's happening in your muscles, muscle aches and pains. And it's like out of nowhere. It's like, no, you didn't sleep wrong. It's a manifestation of your spiritual exhaustion. And your body's about to tell you to slow down, okay? That's what your body's about to tell you, okay? So just start stretching, relaxing yourself. Treat yourself to a good old massage. I don't feel like this is something like you have to take a whole month vacation. Nobody's saying all that. It's just saying like, hey, at least one time a week, or one time a week, just relax and do nothing. Or get your massage. Or every morning, make sure you're doing your yoga. That's the energy that I'm getting here, okay? I feel like you know that you need to take a break, but you're not trying to hear that right now because you're so focused on growing whatever you need to grow. I feel like you're pursuing something. This pursuit of you being the boss is coming from this is motivation. I feel like you have a love in mind or something like that. Maybe you want to be a better suitor. This could be you or someone else, okay? But somebody wants to come off as a better suitor. They might have some love in mind, or they were rejected by love, so that inspired them to want to be this emperor. Whatever the case is, they're being driven by passion, and they just don't want to stop until they become the person that this love would want them to be. Okay, that's it's sort of romantic, but also, I mean, if you get to the finish line, but then you could no longer, you ain't take care of your body all beat up, then what good are you in a relationship? You know what I mean? Take care of yourself, baby. All right, Leos. Where's the Leos at? 4907. All right, what's energies for Leos? Lord, why are we starting off with the Seven of Swords now? What's up with the Seven of Swords, huh? What you doing? What y'all doing? What y'all fighting? Y'all fighting for something, but y'all going about it in the wrong way here. But somebody's feeling justified to go about it. Lord. All right, listen, let me tell you something. I don't know if this is you or someone else, but if somebody's going down a path or doing some spiritual shit and going and to get their way and it's not really, I don't know. You know what? Everyone has their beliefs. Okay, everyone has their beliefs and their spiritual practices, so on and so forth. So I ain't going to tell you what to do and what not to do. All I'm going to do is tell you how it's showing up. Whatever it is that you're doing spiritually right now is showing up kind of Decepticon, okay? It's showing up like you're trying to cheat the system, okay? Like hijack someone's free will with spells, right? Like, because that's what love spells be doing, right? You're just hijacking someone's free will and trying to make them love you, like shit like that. If you're feeling tempted to do that, I'm going to advise you to walk away, please. You're feeling justified in doing this for some reason, but you're coming out as the Seven of Swords, okay, with that Queen of Wands energy. This could be you or this could be someone else, but it seems like someone is really fighting to get a union to happen ASAP. They're really trying to force a connection. It's not going to work. Not going to work. All right. Your best bet here is to probably try and move on, find your new beginning, find something and someone who you don't have to force shit with, okay? Yeah. Listen, with the Two of Cups coming out in reverse, something about this situation, this lover's energy, this connection that you're trying to force open or force to have a union, it didn't happen for a reason. It's right that it didn't happen, all right? With the Justice card, it's right that it didn't happen. It's not right for you. It's not right for you. So be mindful of, trying to get people to love you by spell work and all that, because you don't know what's underneath that hood for real. Now you got someone loving on you and you like, damn, this person's kind of trash. If I knew that there was this trash, I wouldn't want them to love me. Like, just, be careful what you wish for is all I'm going to say about that. All right, Sag. What's going on with the Saggies? What's up with the Sag, baby? Are y'all being magicians or nah? Are y'all hiding your power? What's up? I feel like you're hiding your power. Why are you hiding your power? Are you hiding your power from yourself, from others? What's going on? It feels intentional. It feels like you're intentionally playing small. For who? For who? Don't do that, Sag. What you playing small for, baby, huh? Don't do that. All right, what's going on with Sag? You have the Knight of Pentacles coming out in reverse. You have the Six of Cups coming out in reverse with the Queen of Cups. I feel like someone is being a little bit too empathetic here is what I'm getting. And they're being too self-sacrificial. I feel like someone's being a motherfucking martyr right now. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. You're playing small and this is okay. Some of you guys, this is playing small, but what I'm getting now is the diminishing of your own desires. You're making your desires less and less important for the sake of someone else. That's what's becoming smaller and smaller. And in doing so, you're actually losing your sense of self because of this situation. All right. Some of you guys are sacrificing yourself for someone else, and I'm gonna need you to answer me why. Tell me why, okay? Is it worth it? You feel like this is a valiant effort, but with the Seven of Swords here, it's not. Listen. Something about this ain't right, okay? Something about this ain't right. First of all, somebody's allowing you to just sacrifice yourself for them, and that shit ain't cool. All right. Second of all, I'm gonna need you to ask yourself why you're actually doing it, because I think the reason that you're giving yourself is not really the right reasons. It's not true. For example, if somebody is like, yo, I could just get up and move to Bali right now if it wasn't for this situation. So I got to take care of this person so I don't go to live my dream in Bali, right? So my thing is, it's like, okay, you can go to Bali right now, but you're using this person as a cop-out. I feel like that is a self-deception that's happening there. You're holding on and you're sacrificing yourself for this situation because they're a great scapegoat for you not to go for the things that you actually want in your life. We're going to let that marinate. All right, Sag. Stop lying to yourself, baby. Stop using them as a scapegoat. If this is a grown person, they don't need you the way that you think they do. They'll find someone else to use. That's the real deal. Holyfield type shit. Okay? All right. Love you. All right. Who's next? Air signs. Gemini, Aqua, and Libra. Okay, so Gemini, what is that? 55, 20. It's Gemini season 2. What's up? Happy birthday and all that. What's going on with the Geminis for this full moon? Thank you so much. What's up with the Geminis for this full moon? Okay. You doing something new? What you doing? You got a new attitude? We got the Hierophant coming out in the verse. I feel like it feels like things are falling apart. Yeah. It feels like things are falling apart here, and it doesn't look too fun, all right? Someone might have been, oh God, it just feels like the rug is being swept from under someone's feet. Someone felt like they had a solid foundation or a solid grasp on something, solid knowledge or handle, maybe on their life in general, or maybe what they thought their family was, or maybe what they thought their relationship was. It's something about that. They felt secure in their world, but now their world is falling apart because it wasn't really built on reality or truth. And I don't know if it's a fault of this person's. It was just like their ego was just really wrapped up into what they saw and experienced, you know, and now it's just like, it's an ego death. That's all. Welcome to your ego death. It's going to be magnificent because look at this. We do have the Empress card coming through with the 2 of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Your finances might change a little bit here. Okay, or your sense of, oh no, yeah, this is your sense of reality. That's what I'm getting. So some of you guys, your finances might change, but that's not the biggest thing. Your sense of self, your sense of reality, who you think you are, the way you perceive yourself, that's going to change drastically is what I'm getting here. Okay, it's like you thought being a caterpillar was it. And now you're about to turn into a butterfly. You didn't even know a butterfly was a thing. Or you saw butterflies. You didn't know that they started off as a caterpillar like you. Like, that's the energy that's coming through here. Like, you're about to really blossom, but it's a painful moment. Like, where the wings from the butterfly wings are just kind of, I guess, I don't want to be graphic, but it's like the transformation is painful. It's a physical transformation that feels painful here, all right? It's not a physical transformation, but I'm talking about like the caterpillar physically transforming its body. It just feels that level of discomfort is what I'm getting. All right, cool. So it's going to put you into more alignment here. Some of you guys, there's a person on the other side here. That's aligned with your new self. All right. So I'm getting some of that. All right. That's it. All right. Well, welcome to your ego death, Gemini. It'll be great on the other side. Allow yourself, give yourself grace as you go through this process. Please take your time. Please hermit. Please do not try to distract yourself. Just feel it. Go through it. The quicker you do that, the better. All right. All right. All right. What's up with the Aquarius? 5833. Okay. Okay, 33. Oh, yeah, and Gemini is at 55. Yeah, that's a major shift. All right, Aqua, okay. 5833. This feels like a transformation, but it feels softer. It feels welcomed. It feels inviting. It feels like aquas are inviting this change in. There's no resistance to this change is what I'm getting for Aquarius in this full moon cycle. We have the Nine of Swords coming through with the Lover's card. Whew, my nose. Ooh, and the Death card. Here we are with the Star card. Yeah, it feels like a no-brainer, but it doesn't stop someone from, because it's still coming out of nowhere. It's like, okay, so the Geminis, they have this energy of going from a caterpillar to a butterfly, and it's jarring for them because they didn't know that they can be a butterfly, or they didn't know that the beginning stages of a butterfly was the caterpillar, which was their state of being. You guys, it seems like with Aquarius, you were aware that you were eventually going to be a butterfly. You just didn't know when. So now you're coming on to, you're bumping against this experience or this energy. It could be a person. It could be a person that's like triggering. It's like they're triggering this awakening. That's what I'm getting here. Some of you guys, you're running into someone who is triggering an awakening with you. You knew it was going to happen intuitively. It feels like maybe it's something you didn't feel out loud, you didn't say out loud, but you sensed it, and you're not completely surprised about this. You're just like, oh my God, the time is here. This is not a drill. It's time for my awakening now. It's time for me to bloom and blossom and be this other version now. But it seems like you knew it was coming. Interesting. There is some type of, while there's not resistance towards it, there is just some, some fear about changing. It's like, oh my God, am I ready for this transition? Am I ready to step into this new beginning? Some of you guys, this could be having a kid. And you're like, oh my God, I knew I was going to be a parent eventually. I didn't expect to be a parent now, Am I ready for this? Some of you guys, it's as practical as that. Some of you, and ultimately, it is an evolution of sorts, though, okay? Someone is wondering if they're ready for it. But ultimately, you knew this was coming. You know that it's your star path. It is the correct path for you. There's a level of evolution, but you just didn't have it planned. It wasn't in your plans. It was not in your plans, but it is your path. All right? Surprise! Oh, no. I'm not even going to joke like that. If it's a surprise, baby, sorry. All right, Libras. All right, what's going on with Libras? What is this? 1144. 1144, that's nice. What y'all lining up with? That's very structured energy there. I like it. It's like beginning of a new foundation with that 1144. All right, what's going on with Libras? Brick by brick, building something up, brand new. That's what I'm feeling. What's up with Libras? Okay, we have the Ace of Wands. Okay. Yeah, this is a beginning here. This is a beginning of something. Beginning of a passionate path here. It's something that somebody wants to work on. Here we are with the foundation. Yeah, that's what it feels like. It feels like someone is starting, they're building... It's like they're building their life from scratch again. They're starting all over. They had a house that they built, or they were building, and it's like they said, no, this is not good enough. Let's start all over. And brick by brick, someone is rebuilding a foundation again. While this can be in a relationship, I feel like this is more so someone trying to rebuild their own life. All right. And that would include relationships, friendships, romance, all that, career. I feel like it's just all encompassing. The foundation of someone's life is being rebuilt. I feel like it's almost like a second life, a second chance at life is what I'm getting. All right. Maybe someone, hit rock bottom and they're like, there's only one way to go but up. And now they're finally rebuilding. Some of you guys, you might have been out of a home for a while, and now you found a home, and now you're rebuilding in that home and decorating and furnishing. Those are some practical ways this energy could be coming through. Some of you guys could be newly single after being in a marriage for a really long time. What else? This can also be empty nesters, parents who whose children have gone on and lived their own lives, and now you have to realize what your life looks like without being the parent, all right? Or being actively playing that role actively on a day-to-day basis, right? But yeah, all right. Brick by brick is what's happening. Wow. You guys are focused. All of these cards are just all about, this is just such a solid, listen, whatever you're building right now, you're doing it right. That's all I'm going to say there. Whatever you're building right now, you're doing it right. You made some mistakes in the past. And I think however you built your foundation before, it crumbled because it wasn't based on a solid foundation. You learned from that. You gained a lot of wisdom from that. And you're like, moving forward, I'm going to do it better. If you had like, let's say if there was a failed marriage and then you find a new person and you get married, now you're going to be a better spouse. It's like, it's that type of energy where you get a second chance and you just knock it out the park. It is a slow process of building. This doesn't happen overnight, and you're okay with that because you saw what happens when you rush things. Some of you guys, you're building a beautiful relationship, okay, and it's blooming slowly. We have the Two of Cups coming out of her. Some of you guys, this is stemming from separating from someone, okay? Wow, with the Ten of Cups. What beautiful energy. Beautiful energy here. Wow. If it doesn't feel beautiful yet, I mean, yeah, wow. Seven of Swords. It might be a little bit bittersweet. Some of you guys, yeah, it came from a separation from something that you needed to separate from. And in doing so, now you can do it on your own. I'm feeling a very independent vibe here. Like, I'm going to build my house the way I want to. I had to build the house with my spouse. And I wouldn't even build it like that. Now it's just me, myself, and I'm gonna create my life exactly how I want it to. Okay, whether it's a house or it's your actual life or a relationship, it's however you're doing it right now. You just have so much more wisdom and you're so much more clear about what you want, and you know how to do it in a way where it can last long. This is about longevity. This is about legacy. I love this energy. Keep doing what you're doing. Whatever you're building, it is going to work in your favor. It will bring emotional fulfillment. Just stick to this vibe. Stick to this, all right? All right, cool. All right, Libras. Peace. All right. And then last but not least, we have the water signs. All right. This is Scorpios. Okay. Something about the back is what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing the spine. All right. All right, so when you're sleeping, something about when you're sleeping here, just make sure them hips are aligned. Put that pillow between your legs. Do what you got to do, okay? Flip over that mattress. If you're having trouble sleeping and something about that mattress, flip it over, okay? Get some more pillows. It's something like that where your spine needs to be more aligned here. Also, respect your posture is what I heard. That's not even a thing, respect your posture. But there's something about that, okay? Something about your posture. Be more mindful of your posture. It's having a spiritual effect on you, okay? All right. Or it's having an emotional effect on you there, okay? And which is in turn like creating like this spiritual domino effect in your life, what you're manifesting, because your posture is like, okay, you can have a power stance, right? Or you can have an insecure stance. And it seems like whatever stance it is not the power stance. It's not the power Scorpio stance, right? So it's having this emotional effect where you're not feeling as good about yourself. And the posture is like not helping that shit. And then it's ultimately leading to you manifesting things that's aligning with, oh, see, I'm not good enough, or whatever the case is. Or people are seeing you slouching like that. And they're like, yeah, they're not worth it. You know, whatever the case is, it's causing manifestation. So posture, be mindful of that. If you find yourself slouching more, or if you find yourself slouching at all, posture. And when you're sleeping, flip over that mattress and put some pillows in between your legs so you can align your spine while you sleep. It'll help with that. It'll help you sleep better. All right. Scorpios, what's going on? Emperor. Oh, what? Oh, yeah. It's like, yo, this is your energy. Why you slouching? Why you slouching? You feel me? Here we are. All right, so here's the Emperor coming out with the Queen of Wands and the Four of Wands. It's like where you're going, where your throne resides, ain't no room for you to be slouching and being insecure and shit like that, okay? I'm going to need you to understand who you are. I'm going to need you to own your throne. I'm going to need you to put your crown on and keep it on. Fix your crown, okay? Don't be out here putting that crown on and then being shy like, I don't even know if I deserve this crown. No, stand tall with that crown on your head. You earned that throne. You earned that crown. You got it for a reason. Sit pretty with it, okay? That's what I'm getting here, because you're already in a position where you're elevated, but it seems like you're moving a little bit too humble. That's what's happening. Okay, you're moving too humble, baby. Why you doing that? Something about the past. Okay, I heard you. It feels weird to be elevated like that. That's what I'm getting here. Someone feels weird to be elevated like that. Like, oh my God, people are looking at me. I'm getting this energy of like other eyes watching. So you might feel that other people are watching you or looking to you to lead them. And you're like, woo, this feels weird. This air feels different. Yeah, okay. But get used to it. It's for a reason, all right? It's not like you took this power. You earned it, all right? It was given to you. Trust yourself. As people trust you, people have faith in you. They have faith in you and who you are and how you present. They feel like you can lead them. So listen, why you don't feel like you can lead? Like, come on. Anyway, so that's what I'm getting here. You need to flip the script on this whole thing. You need to be looking at yourself the way other people are looking at you, because right now you are royalty. Okay? Mother effing royalty, but you don't see it. Other people are looking at you like, oh my God, you were so powerful. And you're like, really, little me? If you don't get the fuck out of here, I'm done with you, Scorpio. All right. Who's next? Oh, I forgot to timestamp. All right. 111, 14 for Pisces. Oh, it's 22 now. Oh, we're going to start at 22. For Pisces. 1122. Who had something that was that solid? Libras. Oh, you might want to watch a Libra. They were at, the timestamp was 1144. Y'all at 1122. Or 11122. All right, what's going on with them? What that's looking like? That's a 3 and a 3. I feel like there's a missing piece here. I feel like there's a missing piece here for Pisces. Like you have 3 legs, but you're missing the 4th leg of the table. That's what I'm getting here. So the table's a little bit rocky right now. There's one missing piece here. You got to find that piece for it to all make sense here. All right, what's this gem? All right, what's going on, Pisces? Oh, Lord, we have the Ace of Cups coming out in reverse here. Knight of Wands in reverse. And a Page of Swords. You need to start looking at this differently. If you feel like, okay, if you feel like somebody is a missing part of you, I'm going to need you to start looking at that thing differently. Okay. If you feel like, oh my God, I need the partner to do all the things and I'm never going to feel complete until I have this person, blah, blah, blah. You need to start looking at that thing differently. If this is how you're treating love in general, and then you need to start looking at that thing differently. Okay. That's what I'm getting here. All right. There is a little bit of, it might lead to, it might be some, I don't know, codependency, possibly. All right. There's a codependency when it comes to either a person or a goal, something like that. But I'm seeing an Ace of Cups here, so I'm assuming that it's a person here. All right. What else? But because it stopped, right? With that 4 of Wands coming out in reverse and the Knight of Wands in reverse, it stopped. So now you're like, what do I do now? How can I breathe without air? Y'all are real lovers. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad. Pisces, y'all are real lovers. Okay? That's what's happening here. Y'all are real yearners. Y'all be yearning for that thing. But yeah, it's if it's stopping you from experiencing your own happiness without them, then it's codependent as love. And you don't really need that, okay? We do have the High Priestess coming out here. We have the Six of Wands in reverse, and then the Lovers card peeking out in reverse. All the Ace of Cups and the Lovers card coming out in reverse. It seems like this love is not becoming actualized right now, and you just keep staring at it, waiting for it to happen. And you're stopping your life for this, you know. And it's just like, what? You're not feeling happy, just waiting at the door, waiting for love to come. Like that's not the way to live. It seems like you might be holding up your life. That sounds dramatic, but if that's what's happening, that's what's happening. But like, for example, not to be that dramatic, but let's say you always want to go on this trip and you're like, no, I'm going to wait for a spouse so I can go on that one trip, you know, things like that. That's you holding up your life for love. Hopefully, I don't know if it's specific love or not, but it can just be the concept of love or having a partner. But yeah. Or you're waiting for your partner to be ready if you're in a relationship instead of just doing your own thing. It's definitely just given codependency and not being interdependent in this connection. Like you still have to do you to make yourself happy, because right now the happiness you're looking for, you're waiting for them to fulfill it, and you really need to fulfill it within yourself. It'll make you a better partner as well. And you wouldn't rely so heavily on love to feed that energy, because you'd be filling up your void. You'll be filling up your own cup on your own. So it's time to start practicing that. Find out what that looks like for you. How does it look for you to actually have this level of happiness solo, or even if you're in a relationship? What are things that you just like to do on your own that does not have to do anything with your spouse or your kids or whoever, okay? Or without other people. Something that's strictly just for you, a way to fill up your own cup without waiting for someone to make you feel better, okay? All right, cool. All right, cool. All right, yep, that's it. All right, last but not least, we have Cancers. What's that? 115. 55. Okay. What's going on with the Cancers, please? For the full moon. Thank you so much. All right. What's going on with the Cancers here? For the full moon in Sag. I'm feeling a graduation here. We have the Four of Wands. I'm sorry, the Four of Cups in reverse. Okay, too many cups, too many. Okay. All right. I feel like a lot wants to come out right now. A lot of words try to just fly out my mouth, and I'm like, what words am I saying right now? I don't even understand. All right. Six of Swords coming out in reverse. Four of Cups in reverse. The Hermit. That's something to look at right there. There's something that's going to come out in regards to this situation, something that you got kind of hung up on. You need to admit that you got kind of hung up on it. It seems like you might be trying to forget this situation. It's something that you didn't quite get over. You're acting like you don't miss it is what I'm getting here. I don't know. Maybe you do miss it. I'm feeling some feedback from that. Like, I miss it. I don't miss it. Whatever. But I don't know. There's something here that you need to look at. This could be a relationship. It's something that you didn't get over. It could be a grudge. It's something that hurt you or something like that. I don't know. That's going to be different for everyone. Let's see. Can we get more into that? Ultimately, whatever the situation was, if this is a person, it hit you. It hurt at your core. It stung. It stung more than you want to admit. So you're trying to override it like, yeah, it's nothing. I ain't even hurt me like that. With that Lovers card coming out of reverse and Knight of Wands, it's like you're trying to override it, but it's like it's something with this. It's some type of, it might have been a soul connection, or it's some type of disappointment. This could be a person where they hurt you more than you want to admit, and you gotta look at that. For some reason, you gotta look at that, because you didn't come out of that situation the same. With the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, it stung to a point where it kind of cut at you. It made you a little bit more insecure. Whatever the situation is, you came out of it a little bit more insecure, questioning yourself is what I'm getting. All right. So that's what I'm seeing there. You might not be putting these two and two together here and realizing, like, why am I feeling like this now? You're not associating it with this situation. You don't want to give this situation or this person that much credit, is what I'm getting. Like, they did not have that much of an effect on me. Absolutely not. I'm just feeling bad because the weather is bad today. That's it, okay? You know, but it did have an effect on you. And it's important for you to admit to that so you could just process and grieve whatever this situation is. Accept how this made you feel. Accept all the feelings that came with it. But right now it feels like you definitely detached from your emotions when it came to this. You're very, you dissociated. Like, those feelings are not yours. You know, that's what it feels like. That's why this is all separated like this. Like, you're feeling insecure and feeling like out of sorts, and it's because of this whole experience here that you're so dissociated from. All right, so just keep that in mind there, okay? This might be highlighted. This will be highlighted with the moon card, that this was a reason why you've been feeling this way. You might have been feeling just down in the dumps for the past couple of months. It's because of this one situation. So you got to take some time out to lick your wounds, journal about this, and really get the energy out. If you need to speak to someone about it, like maybe the person that actually hurt you, I'm getting some of that. Some of you guys, you might need to just go back and tell them how you feel. Some of you guys, you might just need to write it out in a journal and be set. Some of you guys just talk to a therapist, you've said. Whatever the case is, it needs to be expressed, though, whether to yourself or others, that this actually did hurt, so that you can move on. Because you're putting on this tough face, and it's not, you're not doing yourself justice by not treating your wounds here. All right. All right, Cancers, that's it. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope all is well until we meet again. Peace.